Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Talk Hub. I'm Rose.
And I'm Cole. We're so happy you're here with us today.
You know, Cole, if you're listening to this right now, it means something really special about you.
What's that?
It means you actually care about improving your English. It means you want to use your time wisely and feel more calm and focused when you study.
Absolutely. And today we're going to talk about something super important. How to concentrate on learning. How to really focus when you're studying English.
We're going to go through this step by step, nice and slow, very clearly.
Yeah, we'll use simple English, but we'll also share some deeper ideas that can really help you.
And if we use a longer word or something new, don't worry. We'll explain it right away.
So take a deep breath, everyone.
Let's begin.
Okay, so let's start with a big question. Rose, why do you think it's so hard to concentrate these days?
Oh, that's a great question. Let me paint a picture for you. Think about your typical morning. You wake up, and what's the first thing you do?
Let me guess. You grab your phone.
Exactly. You check your phone, and suddenly you see messages, notifications, news, short videos, funny pictures.
Sometimes sad things, sometimes shocking things.
Right. Your mind is already super busy before you even get out of bed.
And a notification, that's a little message on your phone telling you something new happened, right?
Exactly. And during the day, so many things are pulling your attention in different directions. A friend writes to you, an app sends you a message.
You get an email from work or school.
And then you finally sit down and say, okay, now I'm going to study English.
But your phone is still right there next to you.
It's like a small child going, hey, look at me, look at me, look at me.
That's so true. And you think, I'll just check one message. It's only 10 seconds.
But those 10 seconds become 2 minutes.
2 minutes become 10 minutes.
10 minutes become 30 minutes.
And suddenly, all your study time is gone.
Now, Cole, this doesn't happen because you're a bad student.
No, not at all. It doesn't happen because you're lazy either.
It happens because our brains naturally like easy pleasure and quick rewards.
What do you mean by reward exactly?
A reward is something that feels good and tells your brain, do this again. So when you scroll on social media, your brain gets a small reward again and again.
Oh, so a new image is a reward. A new video is a reward.
A new message is also a reward.
But learning a language is different, isn't it?
Very different. Learning is slower. Learning is sometimes quiet.
And learning often feels difficult at the beginning. The reward comes later, not right now.
Exactly. So your brain has a simple choice. Scroll and feel good now, or study and feel good later.
And of course, our brains often choose now.
That's completely normal. That's just being human. You're definitely not alone in this.
Yeah, we're not here to blame you or say, you must be stronger.
No way! Instead, we're going to learn how the brain works and how we can work with it, not against it.
So, Rose, many people think concentration means sitting very straight for 3 hours.
Suffering through it.
Yeah, forcing yourself and feeling pain.
But that's not a healthy idea at all.
No, concentration simply means your mind is with what you're doing right now.
Your attention isn't jumping every second to something else.
You're listening, you're reading, you're repeating, you're present.
Think about when you watch a really interesting movie. You forget about your phone.
You forget about the time, you forget that you're hungry.
You're not forcing yourself to watch. You're just inside the movie.
That's concentration too.
So concentration isn't always hard or painful. Sometimes it feels light, smooth, and even enjoyable.
Especially when you're doing something you care about.
Now we're going to use 2 new words. Ready, Cole?
Ready. What are they?
Deliberate concentration and organic concentration.
Ooh, those sound fancy. But don't worry, everyone. We'll explain them in simple language.
So, deliberate means on purpose, with a clear decision. Deliberate concentration means you choose to focus. You plan it, you decide when and how.
Even if you don't feel like it, you still do it.
Right. And organic means natural, growing by itself in a simple, natural way.
So organic concentration means your focus comes naturally without forcing it.
Just because you're interested, calm, and in a good environment.
Both types are important, right?
Absolutely. Both can help your English. And when you understand the difference, you can use the right one at the right moment.
Let's talk about deliberate concentration first.
Remember, deliberate means on purpose. So deliberate concentration is when you say, for the next 10 minutes, I will only listen to English.
Or, from 7 to 8, I will read this story and nothing else.
Or, right now, I will shadow this audio and I will not check my phone.
You plan it, you decide it, and you make a small promise to yourself.
Deliberate concentration is like going to the gym for your mind.
Oh, I like that comparison.
When you go to the gym, you don't always feel excited. Sometimes you feel a little tired.
But you go anyway, because you know it's good for your body.
It's the same with deliberate concentration. You may not always feel motivated, but you sit down and say,
Now I choose to focus, just for a short time. I can do this.
deliberate concentration becomes easier when your task is clear and small.
What do you mean by that?
Well, if you say, I will study English this evening, that's too big and too vague.
Vague means not clear, not specific, right?
Exactly. Your brain doesn't know what to do exactly, so it gets confused and starts to escape.
So what should you do instead?
Instead, you can say, I will listen to one Talk Hub episode.
Or I will write 5 simple sentences about my day.
I will learn and repeat 10 useful phrases.
I will shadow Rose and Cole for 5 minutes.
Now the task is exact. It's specific. Your brain knows exactly what to do.
It's like having good instructions.
Deliberate concentration also means no multitasking.
What's multitasking?
Multitasking is when you try to do many things at the same time, like listening to English, checking messages, answering emails, looking at social media, all at once.
But our brains can't give full attention to many things at once, can they?
No, the brain can jump quickly between things, but this jumping is tiring, and your learning becomes weak and slow.
So what's a simple rule for deliberate concentration?
One block of time, one activity, one goal.
For example, for 10 minutes, I only listen.
For 15 minutes, I only read.
For 5 minutes, I only shadow and repeat.
Even if the time is short, if the focus is pure, the learning is powerful.
Rose, do you have any tips for starting deliberate concentration?
Yes, you can have a short ritual.
What's a ritual?
A ritual is a small action that you do every time before something important. It's a personal habit that prepares your mind.
Can you give some examples?
Sure. Put your phone in another room, sit in the same chair, take 3 deep breaths.
Say quietly, "This is my English time."
When you repeat this every day, your brain starts to understand, when I do this little ritual, it's time to focus.
You don't need a big ceremony, just a small, repeatable action.
Now let's talk about the second type, organic concentration.
Remember, organic means natural, growing by itself when conditions are right.
Think about a plant. You don't pull the plant to make it grow.
You don't shout at it, "Grow faster! Grow faster!"
No, you simply give it water, light, and good soil, and it grows naturally.
Organic concentration is like that.
You're doing something that feels interesting, meaningful, not too easy, and not too difficult.
And then you notice that time passes very fast. You're inside the activity.
Maybe you're listening to a story that touches your heart. Maybe you're watching an English video about a hobby you love. Or maybe you're writing a message to a real person in English.
You're not forcing yourself to focus. You just forget everything else because you care about what you're doing.
That's organic concentration.
Now, organic concentration needs good conditions, like a plant, right?
Exactly. For example, the topic is interesting or emotional for you.
The level is not too difficult.
You're not very tired.
You're in a calm environment.
If a story is extremely difficult, your brain can't relax. It's busy trying to understand every word.
You feel stress, and this kills organic concentration.
If a story is too easy and boring, your brain also escapes. You feel, why should I listen to this?
That also kills organic concentration.
So for organic concentration, the level should be just a little above your current level.
You understand most of it, but there's still something new to learn.
This is like walking up a small hill, not climbing a giant mountain and not staying only on flat ground.
Here's another important point. Organic concentration is very strong when emotions are involved.
What do you mean?
When you read or listen to a story, you feel curious. You want to know what happens next.
You care about the character. You're surprised, or you laugh, or you feel sad.
Because you care, your brain wants to follow. This is organic concentration.
This is why stories are so powerful for language learning.
They combine meaningful content, emotion, and repeated language.
So your brain enjoys the story and learns language at the same time.
All right, so now we have two ideas.
Deliberate concentration, which is on purpose, planned, like training,
And organic concentration, which is natural and grows by itself when conditions are right.
Now, here's the big secret.
What is it?
The best learning happens when you use both, not just one.
Ooh, tell us more.
Deliberate concentration is like building a safe room for learning.
And organic concentration is like filling that room with light, music, and life.
Deliberate concentration gives you a time, a place. It removes distractions and chooses a clear task for you.
Organic concentration gives you interest, gives you joy, gives you emotional connection.
And it makes the time feel short and comfortable.
So what does an ideal learning session look like?
Here's how it works. You deliberately decide to study for 15 minutes. You plan it.
You prepare the room, remove your phone, sit down, take a deep breath, and start.
Then you use content that can grow organic concentration.
A story you like, a topic you care about.
A movie you love, or a dialogue that feels alive.
So you start with deliberate focus.
And slowly your mind enters organic focus.
At first it feels like, I choose to study now.
After a while, it feels like, I want to continue. This is interesting.
Now let's make it very practical for your English.
Let's start with listening to a story. Imagine you have a 10-minute story in English.
For the deliberate concentration part, you choose a time. For example, 9 p.m.
You sit in your usual study place.
You put your phone away and you say, for 10 minutes, I will only listen to this story.
You start the audio. At the beginning, maybe your mind wants to escape.
That's completely normal.
You gently bring it back.
Now we move to the organic concentration part. After 2 or 3 minutes, this story becomes interesting.
You want to know what happens. You're curious about the character. You feel a little emotion.
Slowly, your concentration becomes natural. You're not checking the clock. You're just inside the story.
Now, even with all this, your mind will sometimes run away.
You'll notice you start thinking about work, about problems, about what you'll eat later.
About something that happened yesterday.
That's completely normal, my friend.
The important part is what you do when you notice it.
Here's a gentle method. Step 1, notice it.
Pay attention to it. Say, oh, my mind is not here. It went away.
Step 2, don't judge yourself.
Don't say, I'm stupid, I can't focus.
Instead, say, okay, this is normal.
Step 3, come back. Bring your attention back to the audio, to the text, or to your voice.
Every time you come back, you're training your concentration.
You're making the focus muscle a little stronger.
So when your mind runs away and you bring it back, that's not failure.
That's success, my friend.
That's the exercise.
All right, now we want to speak with you about something a bit deeper. Still in simple English, but with a little more meaning.
When you practice concentration, you're not only training your brain to stay with a task.
You're also quietly changing the story you tell yourself about who you are as a learner.
Many people carry this story inside their head. I can't focus. I always get distracted. I start, but I never finish.
This story feels true because in the past, they did lose focus many times.
But when you begin to create even very small moments of deliberate concentration,
For example, a simple 5-minute session where you just listen carefully to an English episode,
you're giving your mind new evidence that a different story is possible.
you can slowly start to say, yeah, sometimes I get distracted.
But I can also focus, even for a short time, when I decide to.
This small change in your inner story is extremely powerful.
Because language learning isn't only about grammar or vocabulary.
It's also about identity.
Identity means the way you see yourself.
If you begin to see yourself as a person who can concentrate, even in short blocks,
And as a person who enjoys organic concentration when listening to interesting content.
then English becomes part of your life and part of your character.
Not only a subject you should study.
So, deliberate concentration gives you structure and confidence.
Organic concentration gives you joy and meaning.
Together, they help you build a future where English is not a constant fight.
But a natural part of your daily life, like drinking water or brushing your teeth.
You don't need to be a perfect student.
You don't need to feel strong every day.
You only need to return again and again to these 2 simple questions.
Can I give myself a small block of deliberate focus right now?
Can I choose something interesting that invites organic focus to grow?
If the answer is yes, even 3 times a week,
You'll notice that after some months, your English feels more automatic,
your fear becomes smaller.
and your ability to stay with one activity becomes stronger. All right, and that brings us to the end of today's episode.
My friends, you're not just learning English.
You're learning how to be with yourself,
How to stay present with one small thing at a time.
how to give your mind both the structure it needs and the freedom it loves.
You may forget some words from this episode.
That's completely okay.
What we hope you'll remember is the feeling that you are capable of focusing.
That you don't have to choose between strict discipline and lazy distraction.
There's a middle path,
A path where you use deliberate concentration to open the door.
and organic concentration to walk through the door with joy.
Thank you so much for staying with us for such a long time today.
The fact that you're still listening now is already proof that you can concentrate much more than you think.
I'm Cole.
And I'm Rose, and this is Talk Hub.
You did something good for your mind today.
We'll talk to you in the next episode. Until then, be kind to yourself.
And keep giving your attention, little by little, to the things that really matter.
Bye for now.